Hi everybody, it's Kathy here, and I thought I'd do a go live that's kind of a planned go live. It's the first time I've really expressed some of my views on a go live, so I'm a little shaky about this, and I do have some notes. So I'm just wondering, I've heard people having conversations over habits and discipline and what builds success. So I thought I would throw my 2 cents worth in. And I come from a career where I was a manager of food service staff in healthcare. And through those years, I had lots of training on personal development, on management style. And this came up a lot about discipline and habits. And so I've done a lot of training through workshops and through conferences and reading and listening to podcasts. And probably some of you have done that too. So what do you think about habits and discipline? My opinion is that discipline is needed, such as building habits. You have to have discipline. Many of these gurus that I have listened to talk about starting with a habit and keeping going for 21 days. And then you read more about stacking habits. But I think the big thing is that you just have to take some action. You can read all this, you can listen, but you have to take action. And then you make it your own. You may get a script from somebody like Mel Robbins or Tony Robbins or those kinds of people, but it may not fit exactly for you. So you have to make it for yourself. But there are many parts of having habits and stacking them to making them for you. So what are some of those habits? For me, it's writing in my gratitude journal, having a quiet time in the mornings. Some people will call it meditating. I'm just sitting in silence sometimes and thinking about my day. Getting outside for a walk. Some people have to do that first thing in the morning. I don't. Making sure you're eating. I work on my business every morning. And I also do my workouts. So what I started with quite a few years ago has changed totally. Because I'm now retired, I believe in stacking the habits so that I get up, I be in silence, I have my cup of coffee, I write in my gratitude journal, I eat some food. Because I have been diabetic and having that very much under control, it's important that I eat before I start doing workouts or going outside for a walk. And I connect them all together like a flow. So it's something like if you're thinking of brushing your teeth, flossing your teeth, and washing your face, it kind of all flows together. But you need to have that routine built into your life. And you just know that that's what you do when you get up every morning. And I think I also track some of it so that I know where I need to improve. So let's say, I don't know, that I forgot to floss my teeth. I don't track that necessarily, but I do track if I miss a workout or if I miss going for a walk every day. That gets tracked. And I've been working on my personal well-being and health over the last almost year, maybe a little longer. And I know that I have done fairly well. At least my coach tells me I've been doing fairly well. Because of the routines and the discipline and the stacking habits and being consistent. And I think that's a real key too, is that you have to have these routines that are consistent and you take the action. And I also am proactive. So if I'm thinking about meals, I'm being proactive. I try to think ahead at least 2 or 3 days about what I'm going to eat. And, then I track my meals. And that's because of my health goal. But, it can be different for everyone. I need both discipline and motivation and those routines and consistency to be successful. My motivation has to be included every day. I have to fill my cup with motivation, so to speak. So I am listening to a podcast, I'm reading a book, something like that, that I have to do every day in order to keep that motivation up. And then when my motivation is up, I feel more positive, more disciplined, and it's easier for me to help others as well. So listening to music is also a really great thing to do. It can be so motivating, and nobody cares if you're dancing around your living room. Anyway, I know what's important for me, and whether you believe that habits are as good as discipline, or if you need motivation, or how you do things, but to be successful, you have to take action, be consistent, have the discipline to have a routine with stacked habits, and have some motivation. So I hope this may help you a little bit. And I managed to get through most of this go live, and I might do it again with a different topic. So have a great day, and I will talk to some of you soon.